Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Hey, I'm Nivya and today I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to develop reading habit. These tips are going to be beneficial for the people who have not read a single book in their life, or for the beginners in reading, and also to the people who have lost the touch in reading due to certain circumstances. Before I tell you the tips, let me tell you my personal story about how it all started for me, the reading habit. So while I was very young itself, I started with the children's books like Reader's Digest, Champak, Tinkle, and being a Malayali, I also read Balarama and Kalikudaka, the Malayalam children's book. Later in school, we had a wonderful library, and thankfully we really had it, and it's from there that I actually picked up my reading habit. I started reading all the famous popular books then, that is like Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Famous Five, Secret Seven, Noddy, and all the Enid Blyton books in fact. So from there it started. And later when I joined my college, unfortunately the library was not that as great as it was in my school. So I would say there was a degradation in my reading habit, because the library was more focused on the technological books and studying materials more than the genres that I would prefer. And later, with the entry to the corporate world and also relocating from my hometown, I would say my reading habit just doomed in fact. But thankfully I didn't have to put in much efforts to resume that habit, because I always loved reading, and so it was very easy for me. All that I had to do was just step into a library and meet my friends there. I mean, the books were just waiting for me to, get them read. Now let's go to the 10 tips that is going to help you to develop a reading habit. The first tip is to pick up the book that will interest you. When I say interest you, there are two things here. The first one is genre that you would prefer to read, and the second one is the reason or the goal that you have to start reading or to continue reading. So let me explain here. The first point is picking up the right genre. So if you are a person who likes psychological thrillers, then definitely go for psychological thriller books. Now, if you have not started reading yet, if you are a beginner to reading, you probably do not even know which genre you would have to pick up, because you don't know what you like. So in that case, what I would say is, assuming that you have watched a lot of movies, think which movies you would like to watch. Is it romantic movies that you like most? In that case, read romantic books itself. Or again, if you like psychological thrillers, go for psychological thriller books. Or otherwise, if you like science related movies, then go for science fictions. So that's the way you can actually understand what genre you would like to pick up. But otherwise, if you like watching documentaries which are related to self-motivation, then go for non-fictional books which will help you to self-motivate. So there are a lot of books available in different genres. Try to understand which you like and then pick them. The second point which I was speaking about is the goal, the reason why you want to read. Like for example, me as a person, I read purely for entertainment. But there are people who want to read books for their professional benefits, like they want to improve their leadership quality. In that case, definitely pick up books related to leadership quality, and that will really help you to build a reading habit. Now let's go to the second tip. The second tip is to discuss about the books that you read with your friends. I still remember when I was young, there was a set of friends of mine who used to love Harry Potter, and there was another set of friends, including me as well, who used to love Enid Blyton books. And so we used to have a healthy debate stating, this book is better than that. And for that reason, we used to read more books to, bring in points that we can have during the discussion. And if you do not have friends who read, then what I would suggest is build up a conversation with your friends regarding the topics that you read in the book. Like for example, I still remember in the near past itself, I had a conversation with one of my friends who was speaking about the movie which she watched, and that was My Sister's Keeper, and I had read the book My Sister's Keeper. So then we started sharing the thoughts related to the book and the movie, and that's when we actually understood that the climax in the book and the movie is very different. And so we started analyzing it and then speaking about which one is better and all of that. So you can definitely start conversations like this. And I'm telling you, this will really help you and encourage you to read a lot of books so that you can speak about them, and then it'll really gain confidence while you actually speak about a topic that you've read. The third tip is to follow booktubers, bookstagrammers, and also be a part of Goodreads. Now, this is not a marketing strategy where I'm telling you to follow booktubers because I am a booktuber. No, this will really help, because when you see a lot of people who are reading and also be in a community like Goodreads where you just interact with a lot of people who just read, it'll really motivate you and then drive you to start reading. And it's not just about reading. If you see any art for that matter, like for example, if you see dancing, if you like dancing and then you watch a lot of videos of people dancing, then it gets, a motivation, like unknowingly you also feel like dancing, and that's the same case here as well for reading. So try it and it'll really help you. The next step is especially for the people who complain that they do not have time to read. Reduce your time on social media and watching series. Especially during the lockdown, I have heard a lot of friends of mine who just spend their time in watching a lot of series. Cut down the time there and then start reading. Also, the next step which I'm going to tell will be also beneficial for the people who complain about not having time, and that is use technologies like audiobooks and ebooks. You can do multitasking when you're actually listening books through audiobooks, like when you're traveling, when you're driving, or even when you are washing utensils. You can always listen to books via audiobooks. For all of you who do not know what exactly audiobooks are, I'll share the link in the description box of a video which I've already made before related to audiobooks and also ebooks. I've heard from few of my friends that they love reading books at night. However, their roommates or their partners prefer to sleep a bit early, and hence they cannot turn on the light and then read books. For them, I always suggest audiobooks. Just plug in the earphone and the book is all yours. If in case you're feeling sleepy while listening through audiobooks, then what I would suggest is go for ebooks, wherein again you do not have to disturb the other person by turning on the light, and all that you need is the system in front of you, like Kindle or the mobile if you're reading through mobile. And then you have a lot of features in the ebooks itself, like dictionary, wherein you just have to click on the word and you get the meaning of the word there and then itself. Similarly, you can highlight points which you liked, like the sentences that you liked in the book, which is actually the next point as well. Highlight the sentences which you like and also take notes in the book. Now, this is not possible if you're taking a book from library, but if you own the book, then definitely try this, and this will make that book a bit more personal to you. I understand that not many of you would like to scribble on the book that you buy, but at least one book, try it that way and then see how you feel special about it. For me, I really feel it like it's mine, and then that makes it all of a difference. Read your old English textbooks and school magazines. Now, this might sound a bit funny for you guys, but I'm telling you this will work, especially because of the nostalgic moments that we all have. And this will work for only people who have completed their schooling and not are still in schools. If I take my own experience, I always loved reading my English textbooks. Not the poems, but otherwise the stories in it. I always enjoyed them, and even now I enjoy them. But the history textbooks, I never liked them while I was in school, but now I thoroughly enjoy reading and I find new stories in it, which I have definitely studied that time, but then I never took them as stories, and now when I read them, I enjoy reading them. So you can also definitely try it. And also the school magazines, wherein you can actually find articles of your own friends who have written beautiful stories. Just try them all. You will really love it. And also this will help in developing a good reading habit. Try to schedule a particular time in your day to read, or fix a number of pages or chapters to read in a day. This is the only point out of the 10 tips that I'm telling you which I personally have not followed. Now, that's because I always enjoyed reading, and hence I didn't have to make a timetable to read books. So every time I feel like reading, I just go ahead and read, and that's there almost every day. Like I read every day, almost every day. So I do not fix a time and then go and read, or I do not fix number of chapters, like 2 chapters a day and go and read. But what I would suggest is you should definitely do it. Like fix a time in the morning or otherwise in the night, whichever you prefer, probably 1 hour to start with. Or otherwise fix number of pages, like 20 pages to start with, or chapters, like 1 chapter a day or 2 chapters a day, and then follow it definitely and make it as a timetable, which will really help you. Because I found a lot of friends of mine and a lot of others who read a lot of books who developed a reading habit just because they started following this particular procedure. And this will really work for beginners. So try it out. Start with children's book. This tip is specifically for the people who want to improve their language skills or vocabulary via reading. You really do not have to feel shameful that you're reading children's book at this age. I thoroughly enjoy and love reading children's books like Enid Blyton's books and Goosebumps series even now at this age. It will really help you as a beginner to start with this habit of reading. The The last tip is to leave the book if you do not like it and go for the next book. There is definitely a high probability that you will like the second book over the first, so go with the second book. I'm not sure whether everyone will agree to this particular point, but then I personally do follow this completely. If I do not like the book even after reading 50 pages or otherwise 3 chapters, I leave that book. So these are the 10 tips that will help you develop a reading habit. If you've liked this video, please do subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button. Until we meet next time, bye, take care, happy reading.